Hi everyone, it's Don once again with another video of construction happening here in the Villages. This is video number 121. Before we get started though, I'd like to talk to you about the spring thing. Well, what the heck is the spring thing? I guess we need a little bit of background. Back in October of 2021, I threw a fundraiser. We raised funds for the American Cancer Society and the National Brain Tumor Society. Altogether, we raised $27,000. It was a big hit. We held it at Evans Prairie. I want to thank the folks at Evans Prairie. They did a great thing for us. After we finished up with the fundraising event, I sat down with some friends of mine that helped put it on, and we decided that, you know what, we can do this again. And we decided we got to do it bigger. And this time, it's not going to be at a country club. I rented the entire polo grounds. Everything I've made for the last year doing these YouTube videos, and you're watching these YouTube videos, the penny or two that it pays for each view, that has all gone to pay for the polo club to use the whole facility. So what are we doing? Well, this time we've got live music. We've got Uncle Bob's Rock Shop. We've got Rick Melvern. They're going to be providing music for us all day long. We've got the Noonday Rotary Club's Contractors Expo that's going on. We have a bunch of other fundraising events. The idea has been to have one big event where we can bring a bunch of fundraising activities together, because the hard part with any fundraising activity is getting people to come. Well, when you have a lot of different things that interest people, more people come, and that's where we're at. We've got, again, both polo fields, the entire facility. It's going to be a great shindig. This is all happening starting March 18th at 11 a.m. I hope to see you there. If you work with one of the local community groups or lifestyle groups here in the Villages and you want to get involved, you can get a booth here too. Go to my website, goldwingnut.com. You'll find a link for all the information on it. Just look for the icon of the spring thing at the top of the web page. We're looking to bring in more groups and organizations to this event so that we all can benefit from the synergy that having an event like this at the Polo Grounds brings. Now, obviously, not everybody's going to be interested in participating. They want to come and enjoy. Please come and enjoy. We look forward to having you. This year, I'm going to be raising money for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital and the National Brain Tumor Society. There's other charities that are being involved, Alzheimer, polio. All these people are coming together to help make a good time for everybody. We hope to see you there. Again, if you're interested in participating, please go to my website, goldwingnut.com. You'll find a link at the top of the web page for more information on how to participate and how to become a sponsor or a vendor. If you're interested in being one of these, please go to my website, goldwingnut.com. Click on the link at the top for the spring thing, and I hope to see you there. Thanks, and now let's get on with the video. Oh, wait a minute. Let's not. Let's talk about this little number right here, 12588. I've had numerous responses on what this is. Well, first off, it's not a date. It's not a zip code. It has nothing to do with my military service. I've had a lot of people say it has something to do with my son. No, it has nothing to do with my son. In fact, if you're going there, you're going in the wrong direction. But I'm going to give you another hint now. It's here in the Villages. Here on the screen, you'll see a picture of it. Now, obviously, I didn't give everything away. You're going to have to figure out what this is and what this 12588 number is and where it's at. And when you do, call me, send me an email, send me a text. Let me know what you think. I'll tell you right now, it's not about me, but it's about something that's important to me. And it's here in the Villages. So here's the picture of what it is. Again, figure out what it is. And for the first person who gets it right, not only this time do I have a $50 gift card for you, but I've also got a 1-year membership to the 24-Hour Cart Club. Joey Faulkner from 24-Hour Cart Club has generously donated this prize. Even if you don't win, you probably still need to contact Joey at 24-Hour Cart Club and get a 1-year membership. Also, be sure to give him the keyword Wingnut for an additional 3 free months on your membership. What is 24-Hour Cart Club? It's a towing and rescue service for golf carts, just like you might have at the auto club for your car. It's a great deal and very reasonably priced. Here's his number right on the screen. Thanks. Now let's get on with the video. Let's start out at the north end of the Villages where they're building the new Sprouts, and we'll work our way south in this video. The exterior of the Sprouts store is nearly complete. They were hanging light fixtures when I shot this and doing a bunch of cleanup. Where it's located is at the corner of 466 and Buena Vista. They've also built a new multi-tenant commercial building. I have no idea who's moving in here yet, but I'm sure they've got somebody lined up. Here you can see one of the cranes lifting into place the transformers that'll supply power to these two buildings. When Sprouts does open, I'm sure there's going to be quite a bit of enthusiasm, which is going to put a lot of extra traffic pressure on this intersection. It'll be interesting to see how people handle that. Be sure to mark it on your calendars, March 18th, from 11 a.m. till 6 p.m., the spring thing at the Polo Grounds. I look forward to seeing you all there. Let's move a little ways down 466 to where they're building the new Hobby Lobby store. The site work appears to be finished. The gray spot on the right is where the store is going to be. The rest of it around it is the parking lot. And you can see right here, they've brought in a bunch of the beams and trusses that are going to be used to build the building. So it won't be too many more days until this gets started. Let's face it, we're not as young as we once were. Climbing those old-fashioned attic stairs to get the Christmas decorations down or to stow those family treasures is just too dangerous. Majic Stairs is the safer alternative. Real steps with safety rails at a safer angle and safety rails in the attic provide the safest attic access available. Having troubles getting things to and from the attic? The Majic Attic Lift can be there to help. Designed by Villages resident Ron Berner, every Majic Stairs and Majic Attic Lift is custom built in their Ocala, Florida factory and installed by their technicians. Why take chances? For less than the cost of one emergency room visit, you can have Majic Stairs installed in your home. Majic Stairs, the safer, more convenient alternative. Let's leave the 466 area. We'll head south to the 466A area, to the Beaumont and Trailwinds area. This is right across from Pinellas. And what do we have here? We have apartments going in, and it's a lot of them. Holy mackerel, there's so many, it's unbelievable. This looks to be like about 400 apartments. That's on top of the other 400. We'll see those in just a minute. It's a lot of people going to be moving into this area. This whole area, north of the Pinellas Shopping Plaza, has been under development now for about 5 years. If you remember, back in April of 2015, the city of Wildwood shot down the plans of the Villages to build about 800 homes here. Now there's going to be about 1,300, 1,400 homes in this area, in addition to all the commercial property that's being developed here. That's a lot of people, a lot of traffic pressure. These single-family homes are the Beaumont development. It's about 200 homes, if I recall. They've been under construction now for about 4 years. It's not moving very fast, but it's definitely moving. And then, of course, we have the townhouses here. There's a lot of these, and they're still building more. As you can see, there's a lot of properties being built here. None of this is the Villages building it. This is all independent contractors. There's about a half a dozen different apartment complexes and developments going in around the city of Wildwood right now. This is phase 2 of the Wilds. This is the apartment complex that's behind Lowe's on 466. This second phase is another 200 apartments. That makes a total of 400. A lot of traffic in here in the mornings when people are trying to get out at that traffic light by Aldi. This is the area just south of the Village of St. James and just north of the emergency department. HCA Hospitals is looking to put a 60-bed hospital in this area, And I believe this area right here, next to Publix, is where Target is looking to build. I'm not 100% sure on this location yet. On the other side of Lowe's is the other possible property. This is the area just south of the Hilton Home to Suites Hotel where Ashley Furniture is supposed to be built. And this is the other property I was talking about for the possible Target location. I'll let you know as soon as I find out something for certain. Let's stay in this same general area, but we'll look at where they're going to build a new Home Depot and a CVS. From here, we're looking in the opposite direction at the corner of Powell Road and 466A. You can see the apartments we were just looking at over there. In the corner of that is where the CVS is going, and behind it, right below where the drone is flying, is where Home Depot is scheduled to go. They've actually started working on the CVS property already. I'm not sure what the timeline is, but as soon as I find out, I'll let you know. Next, we're going to go down south a little bit farther to the VIP garages. This isn't part of the Villages, but I will tell you this, Tom, the owner who's building this, is a Villages resident. It's going to be kind of a unique facility. Each unit is 50 by 50 or 2,500 square feet. It has 2 roll-up doors, a 9 by 15 office, and a restroom in each one with private electric monitoring. Now, I don't have any affiliation with them. I just think it's kind of a neat place that's being built. Kind of a nice idea, because I know there's a lot of Villages residents who are looking for a place like this. I've had quite a few people contact me about this, looking for more information. I'll put the contact information down in the comments for this video. Oh yeah, and the units are going to be $2,500 a month with a 12-month minimum lease. You can see where it's located with respect to Brownwood and Spar and the new McDonald's.
It wouldn't make sense if you turned on something in one room and it turned on everywhere else. But that's exactly how traditional cooling and heating systems work. So you pay more than you should. But Mitsubishi Electric Systems give you a better way, with no waste and lower energy bills. Control temperatures precisely in one or every room with no new ductwork. Mitsubishi Electric Cooling and Heating. Make yourself comfortable.
Now we'll move a little bit to the east to where the Buena Vista extension has recently opened. So the Buena Vista extension opened a few days ago for traffic. This isn't a Villages project, this is a Sumter County project. The reason it exists is to take some of the traffic pressure off of the Megison Road, State Route 44 intersection. This new road cuts along the side of Wildwood Country Resort. And I'm pretty sure that not everybody there is happy about the building of it. They put 2 traffic circles on this road, and I'm still scratching my head as to why. There's probably some long-term plans for development. I know the property on the right side of the road is all zoned for commercial development. We'll see what happens in the coming years. Shortly after this road opened, I took a drive down it. I'll show you that video in just a second. This is looking west on 44, and I'm going to make a left-hand turn onto the new Buena Vista extension. Yeah, I guess my windshield was a little bit dirty. This used to have sound, but I found out that the microphone faces forward and I was talking to the back, so the sound didn't come out very good. Here's the entrance. It's Heritage Boulevard. This goes into the Wildwood Country Resort, and we're coming up on the very first of the 2 traffic circles. Once again, I'm not sure what the purpose of it is, but it does make it a little more fun to go around on a motorcycle. As we head south now, I'm going to speed this up, and I'm even going to stick the camera out the window just to get a better view. The other thing I forgot about was the wind noise when I stuck my camera out the window like this. Once again, that's going to be commercial property on the left, Wildwood Country Resort on the right. There's not a lot to see here yet, but it definitely is much more convenient than having to go down and hit another traffic light at Brownwood and take that left. And yes, I did get a new camera. This is a GoPro 11. It's a huge improvement over the GoPro 7 I used to use. Honestly, I hated using the GoPro 7, it was terrible. But this 11, much better video stabilization and a much better battery life on it. So you're going to probably see a little bit more of this. I've used it walking around the Oklahoma Rec Center. It definitely gives me a lot more flexibility in what I'm shooting. And now we're at Megison Road. Next up, we'll head down to Richmond. We'll take a quick fly around there. Richmond is nearing completion. I've tried some new techniques on the maps. I think they look a lot better. Let me know what you think. Next video, you're going to start seeing a compass heading on the video footage to help you get oriented on which way the camera is looking. It took me a while to figure out how to do it, but I think I got it down. Unfortunately, I had already edited the video for this one, so I couldn't put them in without adding about 8 extra hours of work. I was having a little fun here doing some low-level flying under the trees at the Richmond Pitch and Putt. So let's go up in the air a little bit higher now. And we'll get a good look around. The course looks like it's taken a pretty tough beating. I know that the grass dies off this time of year, but boy, around the tee boxes, whew, it looks pretty worn. It's going to be interesting to see how it works through the winter. It may have been a bit too tough on the new grass having all this heavy play. Most of the houses in this area have wrapped up their construction, and many of them are now occupied. I received a lot of positive feedback about putting the road names in, so I've done it again on this video. I'm still working the bugs out on the technique, but I think this looks a little bit better than last time. Once again, your feedback is appreciated, so let me know what you think. Below me is that 100 acres of wetlands area that's right in the middle of Richmond.
Hi, I'm Jeff Monash with Village Air Filters. Are you tired of wasting money on throwaway paper air filters? I can save you money with my lifetime permanent washable air filters. Just buy it once and never buy another air filter again. Rinse it out and then just slide it right back in. My filters are custom made in the US and they have a lifetime warranty. Give me a call at 352-388-1230 or visit my website at villageairfilters.com.
Looking at the developer's sales website, pretty much all of Richmond is sold out. If you didn't get in by now, you're probably not going to get into Richmond. Moving farther south again, we'll take a look at Magnolia Plaza, where they're building the new 7-Eleven. First up, this is the site where the new CVS is going to be built. I've not heard much word on when it's going to start, only that it's moving slowly. Kind of ironic considering the one at Powell Road and 466A, how it's getting started already. Lots of finishing work is going on at 7-Eleven. They've started on the canopy. You can see the typical 7-Eleven colors. One of the things I found interesting was where they put the location for filling the tanks. It's right in front of the pumps. When the tanker truck comes in, it looks like that's going to block the lanes for getting gas. That's definitely going to be inconvenient. I haven't found anything about when this 7-Eleven is going to open, but if we use the opening of the one over by the Lofts and Brownwood, it will probably be about another 3 months before this 7-Eleven opens. This gas station is certainly needed in this area. Right now, if you need gas, you're either going to Coleman or you have to drive to the Lake Deaton Plaza to get gas. Speaking of Lake Deaton Plaza, let's head on up there and see what's going on with the construction in that area. I've received a lot of questions and emails about what this is going to be. Some have said McDonald's, some have said Starbucks, some have said Chick-fil-A, a whole range of things people have guessed, but unfortunately, it's just going to be another bank. Wells Fargo is building here. So this is the expansion of the Lake Deaton Plaza. First off was Campus USA, a credit union, Jersey Mike's. I understand there's going to be a Kumo Sushi Hibachi restaurant. Not sure where they're putting that in. I walked up and took a look through some of the windows, didn't see a whole lot. If there's dirt on the ground, they haven't started construction yet. Normally that's the first thing that goes in is the concrete decking. It was a little bit challenging trying to get the camera to look through the tinted glass, but I got it. In this next unit, you can see, yes, there's a concrete flooring. It's actually quite wide. It's actually 3 units here that are all paved with concrete. This is where the Ethan Allen store is going to be going in. As I find out more information, I'll be sure to bring it to you. Let's go south again, back to Sawgrass Grove. In the last couple of videos, I've talked about the parking here at Sawgrass Grove and these people parking their golf carts on the grass on the opposite side of the cart path. And some people have said, well, it was poorly designed. Really? No. There's not enough parking. I'm looking at the parking lot and it looks pretty empty. No, this is just pure laziness. The worst part about all this is it's going to have to be repaired because they've destroyed the grass there, and guess who gets to pay for it? Everybody south of 466. This is going to come out of the project-wide fund. We all get to pay for it. Thank you very much. Not. Moving to the south again, we're going to go take a look now at the Southern Oaks Bridge and see what the progress looks like on it. So the bridge decking is done, and now they're working on the ramps on both sides. The last word out was this bridge is going to open sometime in the spring. Well, I just looked at the calendar. Spring runs from March 20th to June 21st. I'm kind of betting on the latter half of that. The old Farmers Bridge, it's still got to come down, and they've still got to build McNeil Drive. Although if you look carefully, you'll see that they've started on one of the traffic circles, and they've got some multimodal tunnels that go underneath it already. We'll take a closer look at this when we get to the other side. Let's move to the southeast. Staying on the north side of the turnpike, we're going to go down to the village of Newell and take a look at Newell, Lake Denham, and Dabney. The village of Newell is just south of the Homestead Recreation Center and the village of Citrus Grove along Megason Road. This is the newest village. It's located in Lake County, and it's currently where most of the sales are happening.
Looking for that perfect Murphy bed for your bonus room? Look no further. We offer 3 things: best quality, best service, best warranty in the industry, bar none. Give us a call, set up an appointment, 612-598-3303, murphyoffice.com.
The Franklin Recreation Center is in the upper right-hand corner. The village of Newell is going crazy with building right now. It's where most of the construction work is focused. A lot of homes have been sold in this community. I don't know if any of them are occupied yet. I've driven around a little bit and I haven't seen anybody, but that doesn't mean anything. Things happen very quickly here in the villages. Just past this small wetlands area, we pass into the village of Lake Denham. Home sites are already being sold in this location. You can see the lots are already laid out. It won't be too much longer, I think maybe 3 or 4 weeks. We'll start seeing a bunch of homes being built here in Lake Denham. Megason Road doesn't quite reach to 470 yet, but it's real close. It's about 3/4 of a mile from where the pavement ends and where it meets with County Road 470. Megason Road is 2 lanes from the Azell Recreation Center all the way down to 470. So it's not going to be that high-speed roadway that many had hoped for to get down to 470 and eventually a turnpike. I'll zoom in and you can see where the pavement work has stopped so far, going down to 470. In the distance, at the top of the screen, is Dabney, and you can also see quite a few retention ponds. I haven't seen anything in the plans yet for recreation facilities in this area, but I'm sure something is coming. This little enclave tucked in the back here looks pretty interesting. It's got trees and water pretty much all the way around it and only one road in and out. So there'll probably be about 15 or 20 houses tucked away back here. At the top of the screen, this huge wetlands area is all part of Lake Denham. There won't be any development done in there, and there's plenty of wildlife back there. If you're building a custom home in Newell or Lake Denham and you need somebody to take pictures because you're not going to be here for it, go to my website, goldwingnut.com, and arrange for a custom photo package. I'll speed things up and we'll head on up to the Mickey Lee Pitch and Putt course. This course opened this morning, and I don't know, I haven't been up there yet, but I'm sure it's going to have a pretty good turnout. This street of homes is all veranda homes going around the side of the Mickey Lee Pitch and Putt. This is the 3rd pitch and putt course that the Villages has built. A lot of people seem to like it. Of course, there's some that say, well, they need a championship, they need an executive course. There's a lot of different factors that go into determining what gets built where. And it's not always about money. Sometimes it's about the shape of the land and the layout of the surrounding area. Since this area is a rather narrow strip along the turnpike, it kind of limits what they can do. Here's a close-up look of the Franklin Recreation Center that's under construction. As you can see, they've gone with the free-form pool, or the resort-style pool if you will. Gone, it seems, are the big rectangular pools that they used to do at all the recreation centers. The opening date for Franklin hasn't been announced yet, but if we use what we saw at Aviary and Homestead, it's probably going to be about another 3 months before the Franklin Recreation Center opens up. We'll fly around Newell Loop here. Actually, we'll fly on the inside of it, and we'll take a look at the homes being built here. Once again, the spring thing is coming up March 18th, and you're all invited. And if you're part of a social group or a group that raises money for charity, and you're looking for a venue to hold your event, please contact us. We're providing these facilities so everybody has an opportunity to make an impact for the charities that they're working for. Again, go to my website, goldwingnut.com, click on the link at the top of the page, get a hold of us, we'll see what we can do for you. Looking at the greens on this new course, they don't present any new challenges to me. I can miss this putt on these greens just as easily as I do on the executive and the championship courses. It's not going to make a difference to my game. We're going to move west now to the area between Monarch Grove and County Road 470. As you can see, there's 2 flight paths shown here. We're going to make 2 different flights, and we'll take a look at what's going on in these areas around Eastport. We'll start out at the west end of Central Lake, and we'll take a look around at what's going on in Eastport. As we come up on the banks, we'll see the outline for the parking lot and the footprint for the new hotel that's supposed to be built along the banks of Central Lake. Central Parkway is at the top of the screen. Central Parkway is County Road 470, and it's where it's being rerouted as part of this area of the development. You can see more buildings. Their foundation and parking lot layouts are being cut into the ground. You can also see more multimodal tunnels adjacent to a traffic circle that's being built. This traffic circle that's being built is the intersection of Bexley Trail and Central Parkway. You can see where Bexley Trail winds its way up through the center of the screen all the way up to the Southern Oaks Bridge. If you look carefully, you can see the purple reclaimed water lines and the blue potable water lines that are getting ready to be put in the ground next to Bexley Trail. We'll pan right just a little bit and get another look at the Southern Oaks Bridge, this time from the opposite side. Monarch Grove is now at the top of the screen, and we'll rotate around, and we're going to go fly back over where Eastport is being built. What's circled is the construction on the retaining wall for the bridge that's going to lead over to the island, I guess it's really a peninsula, that will hold the amphitheater-style seating for the dragon boat racing and other events going on here. We'll take another quick fly over the lake that's being built, and we'll rotate around and look up towards the village of Monarch Grove and where the Oak Hollow Championship Golf Course is being built. This is looking at that same section of land from the north looking south. We'll rotate around and we'll take a look at the village of Well Point, which is going to be the village just south of Monarch Grove. You can see Monarch Grove here. The red line on this drawing shows you the new areas that are going to be built. You can see the retention ponds have been built, they just haven't been filled yet. That should be happening probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks. This area right here is the postal station for Well Point. I'll rotate around and you can get another look at the area of Well Point and Monarch Grove and where they meet. Now there's a lot of people unhappy because all of a sudden their houses are going to be backed up to another house or maybe some villas. You didn't own the property, so you don't get to say what somebody else builds on that property. People should know that yes, the Villages is going to continue to build and they may have some neighbors behind them. This is where Corbin Trail ends and will eventually be extended out to McNeil Drive and beyond, all the way down to Eastport. Corbin Trail has been like this for a couple of years. It's no secret. The Villages doesn't build dead-end roads, they build for the future. As we come up on this next area, you can see they've cut in some more parking lot. The lower right corner where the backhoe is working is the Laurel Oak Golf Maintenance Area. The rest of this area is going to be for a recreation center and the starter shack for the pitch and putt and executive golf course that's being built here. This corner up here is where the pitch and putt is going, and going down the side of the turnpike all the way to the bridge is where the executive golf course will be built. In the last couple of videos, I've done a little bit of bashing of the Villages Media Group. I owe them an apology. It wasn't them. It was the marketing department I should have been bashing. The Villages Media Group is the one who does the newspaper and the magazines and the radio station. The marketing, they do all the sales stuff. My apologies to the media group. So here is the Southern Oaks Bridge again. This is from the other side. You can see the pass-through for the utilities that are supposed to go underneath there. That's a natural gas pipeline. There's where they're building the traffic circle. And as we rotate around, we'll get another look at Eastport. I actually don't mean to be bashing the marketing department. It's just a little competitive ribbing as I try and get information out to you before they possibly can. Everyone I've met at the marketing department so far seems to be pretty good people. Next up, we're going to move south once again and take a look at Middleton. We're going to do 2 flights here, one through the downtown area and one through the age-restricted part of the property. Starting out here in Middleton, this is part of the commercial properties that are being built. They're going to have a town square or a shopping area, commercial area. As we rotate around and go to the back, this is the residential area. It's quickly taking shape. The area at the top of the screen around the little lake there already has utilities stubbed up for the homes. We'll rotate around to the left a little bit and we'll see the K-8 school. Going to the charter school website, you can read that the schools currently have about 3,500 students, and when these new schools come online next year, they're going to have capacity for up to 6,500 students. That's quite a big jump in school population. Coming up in the area between the Crane and the high school is another park called Middleton Park that's being built. Just another quick reminder, the spring thing is coming up, March 18th, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Be there. If you're interested in participating as a charity or as a social group, please contact me at goldwingnut.com or one of the people shown below. Work is progressing on the baseball and softball fields. Sod and clay should be going down in a couple of weeks. As we turn around, we can see here's the Olympic-sized pool that's being built to support the high school. Look carefully and you can see the rebar framing at the bottom of the pool. Here you can see them spreading out sand. This is used for drainage control on the football field. On this side of the high school, the large area at the bottom is the gymnasium, and the area to the right of it, the smaller square that's a little bit taller, is the Performing Arts Center. As we swing around, you'll see the multimodal paths connect to the high school area. On the other side of that road, at the top of the screen, is the age-restricted development. So the question of, will this be golf cart accessible? I think the answer is pretty much yes. We'll take another quick look at the commercial property area that's being built. And of course, this colorful building under construction is the Early Learning Center. This is the age-restricted section that's just to the east of Middleton and just south of County Road 470. As you can see, there's lots of work going on. You can see several retention ponds have been built. As we continue to fly, take a look at the ground, and you'll start to see the outlines for the traps and the greens on the championship golf course that's being built here. Try and comprehend just how big these retention ponds are that they're building. They are absolutely huge. And remember, at one time, this was all just pasture land. We're looking west now, and you can see the high school off in the distance. And here's some more of that golf course that I was talking about. And now to the north is Coleman Prison, but we'll get back to that in just a minute. This is headed northeast. In the upper left corner would be where Eastport is, and at the top of the screen is where Newell and Lake Denham would be. Once again, if you have a home being built here in the Villages, and you can't be here to watch it, you've got to go back up north and sell your house or whatever, and you need somebody to watch what's going on and take pictures for you, go to my website, goldwingnut.com, and get one of my photo or video packages of your home being built. The striped area in the upper left is the old staging area for utility vehicles. Here you can see some of those large off-road dump trucks that are lined up getting ready to be fueled. If you remember, there was some of these over in Eastport, and there was some of these over in Dabney. Altogether, I counted about 50 of these dump trucks at well over $500,000 a pop. There's a lot of coin tied up in these by Rainey Construction. The cars you see are on County Road 470. That'll soon be routed to Central Parkway, which is the road to its right. So once again, let's try and address the issue of Coleman Prison. No, the Villages is not going to buy it. I don't care what rumors you've heard from your uncle's cousin's barber or whatever. It's not going to happen. There's too many things that show you it's not going to happen. One is this wastewater plant. They wouldn't build it here if they were going to put houses on the north side. Two, this is thousands of tons of highly reinforced concrete that they would have to destroy, good luck with that, and haul away. Plus, all the prisoners would have to be transported to a new location, which is a huge expense, a location that doesn't exist yet, to replace this capacity. It's not going to happen. The Villages couldn't build enough houses in this small plot of land to make it profitable. I'll do one more plug for the spring thing, March 18th, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Please plan to be there, enjoy the fun, enjoy the music, and give a little bit to charity. If you're interested in participating, go to my website, goldwingnut.com, or use one of the contacts shown on the image below. In my next video, which is coming out in about 2 weeks, I'll give you my predictions for 2023, and we'll look at how I did on my predictions for 2022. Until then, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video. And if you don't like it, punch it twice, just to make sure I get the message that you don't like it. I'm Don Wiley, and thank you for watching my video.